Hey females! So welcome back to Favorite from Friday. For this case, we are going back to Florida. Our killer in this case apparently was actually a little bit kind of somewhat of a celebrity. Apparently back in like 2007 when she was like 15 for a case of uncontrollable hiccups, and apparently not even 3 years later she went to jail for a murder. Some believe that she knew he was going to get killed that night. Others believe that she didn't, and that she doesn't deserve to get life in prison since she technically wasn't the killer, but she was involved in luring our victim. So I'm going to give everything that is publicly available. Definitely know what you think down below. Sources are always down below. And so with that being said, I'm going to quit my rambling, and let's go and get started. So we're going to start with Jennifer, because she's kind of how this whole thing started. Apparently, she was born in July 1991 in Vermont. There is a book out on Jennifer's case by M. William Phelps that I've not read, but I saw that he did write a book on this case, and he does, like, his books are really good, so I just thought I should mention this. Apparently, it said that she was violated by 2 different men during her childhood, and then also apparently she had like 4 sisters, and she shared a room with the 4 sisters, so I can imagine how crowded that must have been. Apparently, she started selling drugs at like 13. She would have a boyfriend at some point, and she got pregnant by said boyfriend, and this boyfriend wound up beating her, and she winds up losing the baby. Now, that's not really listed like on the mainstream news sites. That apparently that's from an excerpt of the book that I've not read, but I just thought I should mention that if that is true. That's kind of like a glimpse into her younger years, if that makes sense. So in 2007, this is where Jennifer starts getting well known. Apparently, she is sitting in like a science class one day and just randomly starts hiccuping out of nowhere. Obviously, they can't stop for some weird reason. So then she goes to the doctor to try to figure out what was wrong. News would eventually spread around that she can't stop hiccuping, and so apparently back in 2007 that was considered inciting news. And so then she gets like a lot of interviews. Apparently she's getting to meet like a lot of famous people because of this, and becomes a little bit of a celebrity overnight. And apparently this hiccup situation lasts for about 6 weeks. So then of course Jennifer's like 15 at this point. People are sending remedies from all over the country, like, you know, scaring people, drink some water. Apparently there's like peanut butter. Somebody else told her to try some weed, which obviously she was already doing drugs, so I wouldn't be surprised if she was doing weed, but obviously she's not going to publicly admit doing drugs at 15 on national television. So then apparently she was then given a medicine that's normally used for people with Tourette's, and it seemed to work. Like it said that that medicine was actually said to stop her hiccuping, and then apparently her parents let her go on to sue that same company because apparently they used a picture of Jennifer as a minor without their legal consent on their label, like for their brand. And so the family, after like her whole fame thing kind of went away, the family would move to Florida, and then Jennifer basically did a 180, like a bad 180, and this included apparently running away. She then would start dating this guy named Lamont, who apparently was born on March 8th, 1988. So then Jennifer, and this other guy named LaRon Gulliford, they apparently started doing robberies together, and then LaRon was born on May 19th, 1990. And so apparently the 3 of them, so Jennifer, Lamont, and LaRon, they're all living in an apartment together with LaRon's girlfriend. And so for some reason, the sources are also saying her name is also Jennifer, but she's not. That Jennifer, if her name really was Jennifer, is not, as far as we know, she's not involved in actual murders about to happen. So I'm just referring to her as LaRon's girlfriend. So there's no confusion in my mind. And no potential confusion for y'all. But yeah. So then apparently Jennifer would start talking to this guy named Shannon Griffin. And Shannon was born on January 23rd, 1988. Apparently he was from Mississippi, but he moved from Mississippi to Florida after Hurricane Katrina, which happened in 2005. For anybody who's like wasn't around when that I guess too young when that happened, as I was, because I was like 3 when Hurricane Katrina happened. So then they would eventually meet in person, because like I said, they had started talking to each other online. Shannon apparently was under the impression that he was going on a date with Jennifer, but Jennifer later said, oh no, I was just... So then, so like I said, Shannon thought that he was going on a date with Jennifer, but Jennifer was like, no, I was just helping him go get some weed from a guy friend. So then apparently Shannon had actually told a cousin of his that he was going on a date. Apparently he put on cologne, nice clothes, everything. So, a date. Because that's what he's under the impression of. So he wants to look good, wants to look presentable, as one should. The back of the alley to go meet with these guys, and he was shot, and unfortunately, he died. Hence why we're covering this case. So then, they obviously proceed to pick his pockets, see what they can get out of him, and they only got $50. I think not even $50 out of him. So then, all 3 of them flee the scene, obviously leaving Shannon's body there. They left the gun behind, They go back to the apartment that they shared with Laurent's girlfriend, and that was way on the other side of town. They put Shannon's wallet in a vent, so I guess like to hide proof that they're like we don't know this man. And apparently the clothes that they wore at the murder scene, they bleached. So then Jennifer says that, oh, well, Shannon might have been murdered because he might have been fooling around with one of the other guys' like girlfriends. Didn't say which other guy, just said one of the other guy's girlfriends. And so then Lamont apparently convinced Jennifer to tell the truth, like, oh, well, you're the Hiccup girl, you're kind of a celebrity, you at least won't get a harsh sentence because you were at least somewhat a celebrity at some point. Jennifer is also charged with first degree murder, because apparently in Florida, even if you didn't pull the trigger, if somebody dies from a robbery, everybody going down. Whether you were the getaway driver, you're the one who supplied the gun, Florida's not played apparently when it comes to murder. So, yeah. Apparently, her defense lawyer offered a plea deal of 6 years. That's turned down. They try again with 10 years. That's turned down. They try again with 15 years. That's turned down. And the judge says, if you're going to come in with a plea deal, she needs to serve at least 25 years. Because she's technically the one that lured Shannon to his death, regardless of whether or not she knew this man was going to die that night. So then Laurent, he gets offered a plea deal of 40 years. I'm assuming he'll have to testify, because normally that's how you get the little plea deals, if you testify against your co-defendant. He declines, because he thought he was going to get off light. They would try to say that Jennifer was like schizophrenic. Obviously, that was disproven. They tried to say that she had Tourette's. And they tried to say, like, oh, the Tourette's are probably what actually caused the hiccups. Is that how she became a hiccup girl? And all that good stuff. Jennifer would get sentenced in 2013. Jennifer did get sentenced to life. And as you can imagine, Laurent and Lamont both got sentenced to life. So they're all currently in jail right now. So then, yeah, that is the case of the Hiccup girls. Or I guess Hiccups to Homicide, like the title says. And so definitely know what you think down below. Like always, if you knew anybody involved in the case, especially the victim, you know, this case happened back in like 2010, so I highly doubt anybody's gonna like genuinely know anybody involved in this case. But if you do, definitely let me know what you think down below. If you have any cases, I guess, like similar to this, even though this is kind of a unique case because it involves around hiccups, definitely let me know. And so with that being said, I do murder cases 3 times every Friday. Subscribe for more fatal females. If you have any cases similar to this, definitely let me know. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.
Never really know just what you want. With you I don't ever feel calm. I can feel the sweat inside my palms. Play with me like cats and a string. You don't understand the pain it brings. You don't ever wanna give me wings. You don't ever wanna set me free. You know I'm addicted to you, and it's twisted, you've been gifted with the evil voodoo. Got me coming back for more, even when I've been screwed. Dolls full of pins, pierce my heart straight through. I got issues in my head, I like you in my bed, but you keep me on red. Oh, everything is like a test, I better not text or I'll come off desperate.
But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, baby you'll get sick of being the monster out of my head, under my bed, thinking something out of my nightmares, standing right there. But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, then will you get bored of killing me?
So if I play dead, will you regret everything that you did, that you said? I don't think you understand what you're doing, and my heart's black and blue from the bruising. I feel like when I'm with you I'm losing. I feel like you think that this amusing, sitting there gaslighting and confusing. Was it me? Is it me? Am I deluded? I'm the one who's always sorry, the conclusion. Even though I offer all of the solutions, I wish you loved me like I love you, it's stupid. When I'm alone with you I never feel lucid. I wish I wasn't struck by Cupid. I wish when I first saw you I knew this. When I'm with you I feel so useless, I feel diluted, my heart's been wounded. Silhouettes of you are like a taunt. Never really know just what you want. With you I don't ever feel calm. I can feel the sweat inside my palms. Play with me like cats and a string. You don't understand the pain it brings. You don't ever wanna give me wings. You don't ever wanna set me free.
But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, baby you'll get sick of being the monster out of my head, under my bed, thinking something out of my nightmares, standing right there. But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, then will you get bored of killing me? Then will you get bored of killing me? you get bored killing me? And will you get bored killing me? And will you get